but they hate each other, and that makes it so much more fun.
Make sure you're gonna be ready. Shut up. Shut up.
Awesome, you too. No, that's good. That's good. Good, good, good. We're good.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Joe MMA195, and today we'll be taking a look at some of the craziest moments on The Ultimate Fighter.
So suck your Team Cobra out there, mother. If you got anything to say to me, say it to me, mother. Suck my alright? Whoever said that.
Nate Diaz tries to start a fight with Rob Emerson. Early in Season 5 of The Ultimate Fighter, Rob Emerson of Team Penn would decide to write "Suck It Team Pulver" on a wall.
I was bored. I had a marker and there's a blank spot on the wall. So just wrote it like, you know, suck it.
When members of Team Pulver took notice, Nate Diaz immediately decided to confront Team Penn about the message on the wall.
Suck my alright? Whoever said that. Whoever wrote that. That goes to whoever wrote it. I wrote it, alright?
When Emerson revealed that it was him who wrote the message, Diaz would try to start a fight, but Emerson wanted no part of that as he tried to de-escalate the situation.
You want to fight in the house? Let's go.
On the house. On the house. On the house. On the house. Yo. On the house. Suck my bitch.
Eventually, Diaz and Emerson would get a chance to face each other in the cage in a tough back-and-forth fight that ended with Diaz submitting Emerson with a rear naked choke.
That was a bad fucking fight. That was probably the best fight you've ever had in this fucking shop.
Jesse Taylor gets kicked off The Ultimate Fighter.
And if that wasn't bad enough, then he went into the hotel and started terrorizing some of the female guests.
Towards the end of The Ultimate Fighter Season 7, Jesse Taylor of Team Griffin seemed to be on his way to fighting at the finale and possibly winning the show, but it all came to a halt when Dana White received footage of Taylor having a drunken meltdown and harassing women at a casino in Vegas. Upon receiving the footage, Dana proceeded to confront Taylor about his behavior and decided to remove him from The Ultimate Fighter finale.
Bro, you're not even famous yet. What the are you gonna be like when you start making money and everybody wants your autograph and all the girls want to hang out with you? What's gonna happen to you? The bottom line is, you're out, bro.
9 years later, Taylor would be given the opportunity to compete on Season 25 against other former competitors from various seasons of The Ultimate Fighter. Taylor would end up winning this season and redeeming himself for messing up his previous opportunity.
Jesse JT Money Taylor!
The failed weight cuts of Cody Bollinger and Anthony Gutierrez.
Being honest, Fufu, you don't deserve to be in the UFC.
No, I don't.
Breaks my heart. You're just gonna go home and do nothing.
Stand right there.
Midway through Season 18 of The Ultimate Fighter, Cody Bollinger of Team Tate was set to face Anthony Gutierrez of Team Rousey, but Bollinger was unable to make weight for the fight as he mentally broke and gave up in the middle of the weight cut.
I just want to see him as soon as possible and just hug him. Just hug my kid.
Upon hearing the news, Dana White decided to have Bollinger expelled from the show as Gutierrez automatically advanced into the semifinals.
Kid's been busting his ass making weight. See that door over there? That's the door you go out right now.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
But strangely, Gutierrez would later follow in the same footsteps as he failed to make weight for his semifinal bout, causing him to suffer the same fate as Bollinger as he was expelled from the show.
You didn't even have to fight. You got a pass. One fight away from going to the finale. Leave.
I'm sorry.
Diego Sanchez gets extremely drunk. Midway through the very first season of The Ultimate Fighter, the fighters would be allowed to have a night of drinking at the Hard Rock Cafe, but Diego Sanchez of Team Liddell would have one too many drinks as he had to be carried back to the house by his teammates.
Some people can drink and some people can't, and I think Diego's one of those guys that shouldn't.
But Diego's teammate Josh Koscheck would decide to mock and provoke Diego while he was drunk, causing him to have a bit of a meltdown.
I didn't even have any drink. And look at that. Come on. Come on.
Diego!
Josh Koscheck versus Brad Tate.
Right in your face, bitch.
Son of a bitch. Give me my plunger back.
On season 12 of The Ultimate Fighter, the then welterweight champion George St. Pierre would coach against Josh Koscheck. St. Pierre would bring MMA paramedic Brad Tate on the show to help his team. And throughout the season, Tate and Koscheck developed a bit of a feud, as Koscheck repeatedly mocked Tate by calling him a male nurse.
Yeah, very interesting. Because I'll choke your ass out. I'll knock you out, you know? Male nurse. I think that one got under his skin a little bit, you know?
Things would escalate when Tate made fun of Koscheck's team, to which Koscheck responded by grabbing Tate by the neck. The two nearly got into a brawl as they were separated by their teams.
You're a male nurse, bro. Dude, is that the fish? I'm gonna you up in about 2 minutes. So I got 120 more seconds? Listen, bro. Why you put your hands on me, I'm trying to... Good, man.
Marcus Jones flips out on Matt Mitrione.
Give me reason, I'll kill you, ass. I'll kill you, give me reason. Give me reason.
Towards the end of The Ultimate Fighter Season 10, it was revealed that Scott Junk had sustained an injury to his retinas during his fight with Matt Mitrione and may not be able to compete ever again. Marcus Jones happened to be very good friends with Scott Junk, and when Jones heard the news, he became very upset as he blamed Mitrione for causing the injury to Scott Junk. Without warning, Jones immediately confronted Mitrione and attempted to start a fight with him as he completely flipped out and had to be calmed down by his team.
I'll kill you, ass. I'll kill you, give me reason. Give me reason. What are you talking about? Kill you, man. No.
Chris Liebin's Meltdown. Midway through Season 1 of The Ultimate Fighter, Dana White decided to let the fighters have a night out at the Hard Rock Cafe. After a night of drinking, Chris Lieben and Bobby Southworth would get into an argument where Southworth ended up calling Lieben a fatherless bastard.
Don't f***ing talk shit, you fatherless bastard! Just shut your f***ing mouth!
That's not cool, dude. Come on.
Call me
I know what he calls you.
Call me a fatherless bastard, dude.
This upset Lieben as he began to cry and decided to spend the night sleeping outside. But Bobby Southworth and Josh Koscheck decided to further provoke Lieben by spraying him with a hose while he was asleep. This enraged Lieben as he proceeded to have a meltdown inside of the house.
Like a little girl, you know. He wakes up in the morning, he takes like 25 minutes to make his hair, but I think I will put an end to that.
I think it's funny. I'm pissed. Sure, watch.
Akira Kurosani's repeated pranks. Throughout Season 14 of The Ultimate Fighter, Akira Kurosani of Team Bisping would become notorious for being the troublemaker of the house, as he was constantly pulling pranks throughout the season. In one of his pranks, he and his teammate Marcus Brimage decided to surprise Michael Bisping and shove a used jockstrap on his head, but this prank quickly backfired on both of them.
Coach, I didn't do anything. Coach!
Where's Marcus? Jockstrap in the face.
Rampage Jackson destroys a door. On Season 10 of The Ultimate Fighter, Scott Junk of Team Rampage would face Matt Mitrione of Team Evans. After a tough back and forth 2 rounds, Matt Mitrione would come out victorious, winning the fight by majority decision. This angered Rampage as he felt that the fight was too close and should have gone to a 3rd round. Rampage would go on to throw a temper tantrum as he viciously ripped a door apart.
You know what sucks about that? It shows everybody how cheap our
Julian Erosa versus Chris Gritzmacher. Midway through season 22 of The Ultimate Fighter, Julian Erosa and Chris Gritzmacher of Team Faber would nearly come to blows after a late night drinking session turned volatile. After a heated argument, Gritzmacher would proceed to fling beer on Erosa as the two were being separated by their teams.
Hey. I wish you would tell don't do that. Don't do that. Go for it. I'm a fighter. Like, I can let you just sit there and talk.
Akira Kurosani versus Dustin Neese.
Come on. I'll make you suck my I don't suck any dude. You were longing for my
Throughout season 14 of The Ultimate Fighter, contestants Dustin Neese and Akira Kurosani would develop a bit of a rivalry after Kurosani played a prank on Neese.
I'm gonna knock you out in the first round. I'm gonna slowly.
I'm gonna finish you. I'm gonna finish you.
No, I'm gonna grind you.
Yeah, you're not gonna knock me out in the first round.
The coaches, Michael Bisping and Jason Miller, took notice of the rising tension between Neese and Kurosani and decided to have them face each other in the next fight. When the fight was announced, the two fighters would have a heated stare down which escalated into a physical altercation as Neese immediately shot a takedown on Kurosani.
I guess you're fighting Akira. Sooner than later.
Like it. Hey, boys.
Yo, come on, come on.
Hey, guys!
Come on, guys. Hey, what the right now.
Luckily, Bisping and Miller were able to separate the two before things got out of hand, but things would escalate again after Miller shoved Bisping and nearly started another fight.
Relax.
What the are you talking to, you
bro?
prick?
Hey, what the are you talking to?
Push me, you
Hey, bro, yeah, I just pushed you.
Don't you ever.
Don't worry, I'm gonna cut you real nice.
When the two faced off in the cage, Kurosani would end up defeating Neese by unanimous decision, but after the fight was over, Kurosani would proceed to taunt Neese as there was still a lot of animosity between the two. Gabe Rudiger's failed weight cut.
You're so close, bro. Never seen anything like it in my life. A naked guy just lying there. I was just like, is this Jackass or the Ultimate Fighter?
On season 5 of The Ultimate Fighter, contestant Gabe Rudiger was set to take on Corey Hill in his first fight.
Put that gold shirt on and he turned into DMX.
If that's what you want to look at, then look
Rudiger had a lot more weight to cut than the other fighters, and he took this very lightly, showing little effort despite the urging of his coaches and teammates. When Rudiger was sent to the sauna by his coaches, he seemingly pretended to pass out and eventually quit cutting the weight as he couldn't tough out the rest of the weight cut.
Beat Corey. You done? Are you done?
And then all of a sudden, he falls off the bike out the glass door.
Are you done?
B, put me back in. Put me back in. Come on.
Gabe, just relax. Don't worry about that. Done.
Rudiger's fight with Corey Hill was immediately cancelled, and Dana White promptly kicked Rudiger off the show.
You shouldn't be here if you can't make 155 pounds. You blew it. You're out of here.
Tony Ferguson's drunk meltdown on The Ultimate Fighter 13.
Where's your kid at? Where's your kid at? Where's your kid at? Don't say it. Hey, where's your kid at? Say it.
After defeating Ryan McGilvray on The Ultimate Fighter 13, Tony Ferguson and his team would celebrate the victory with a night of partying and drinking. A drunk Ferguson would then go on to play fight with his friend and teammate Charlie Rader. However, things turned ugly after Ferguson became enraged and attempted to start a real fight with Rader.
Are you getting serious? You good? Are you good? He's looking at you. Are you really getting serious? Be nice. Look at me. Get the off of me! Shake my hand and we're good. You don't want to be good, then let's go.
When their teammates separated them, things would escalate even further as Tony brought up Rader's child custody situation.
You're the only that ever said some that you shouldn't say. What I say? You said, you said where's your son at? Oh, are you kidding me? Where's your son? Are you serious? You better watch what say. Oh, you watch you. Ow. Tony, now let him go. Oh, end your life, you little bitch.
Eventually, the two were separated, and Ferguson would apologize the next day when he was sober.
I wanted to say I'm sorry to everybody. Last night, I drank too much, I blacked out.
and I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I don't know what's going through my head.
Akira's trash talk goes wrong.
Actually, we're killing it. We got you in a girls' team, man. Listen, you did amazing. Amazing.
Towards the end of The Ultimate Fighter Season 14, Akira Kurosani would be matched up against his toughest opponent yet in Dennis Bermudez. A few days before their fight, Kurosani would decide to troll Bermudez by singing a song about how he's going to beat him.
He's gonna step on your head and choke you out at the same time. Oh, Dennis, I'm gonna send you back home.
When it came time for them to fight, Kurosani's trash talk would backfire as he was dominated and choked unconscious by Bermudez.
You got choked.
Okay. No. Come here. No, you gotta stay.
You gotta stay. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that.
Tom Lawler's fruit prank.
Sucker. Basically, for the last few days, we've been stealing Tom Lawler's fruit tray.
Here to enjoy it.
Throughout Season 8 of The Ultimate Fighter, Team Nogueira and Team Mir got involved in a back-and-forth prank war. In one of the pranks, Tom Lawler of Team Mir decided to urinate in his own fruit platter, knowing that Team Nogueira would take it and eat it without his permission.
I shall pee in my own fruit platter, and if someone else eats it, then so be it. It's not my fault.
As expected, Team Nogueira ate the fruit platter as they were unaware that they were also consuming Lawler's urine.
Not only did I pee in it, Shane peed in it, Vinny peed in it, and Judy peed in it.
As a retaliation for the prank, Kyle Kingsbury of Team Nogueira decided to put a different kind of fluid in some sushi that belonged to Team Mir.
Have you eaten sushi today?
I ate one piece. It has William Nover's name on it.
Let's sing I Ate Somebody Else's Seed.
Wait.
Mount is there, Sasha. Mount.
Look at Cody. He's got armpit sweat rings and throwing his sunglasses, and it was too funny.
Early on Season 22 of The Ultimate Fighter, Sasha Sharma of Team McGregor would face Chris Gritzmacher of Team Faber. Throughout the fight, Sharma wouldn't listen to McGregor's advice as he repeatedly pulled guard despite being told to keep the fight standing.
And then towards the end of the first round, he pulled guard. His opponent was given a takedown. And then second round he broke.
This frustrated McGregor as he flipped out and repeatedly yelled at Sharma for not listening and abandoning his game plan.
Don't be going to get back like a fuck's sake. Fucking
The Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Claudia Gadelha feud.
I'm the boss.
You're the boss, so make me leave them.
I'm the boss.
Make me leave.
I can fight it.
Make me leave.
Go.
Go where?
Go away.
Go where?
You want me to split on your
Yes,
face or punch
do it.
you? Go away.
Go where?
Go away.
Go where?
Go away.
Go where?
Such a bitch. Hey, don't push me.
Don't push me.
On Season 23 of The Ultimate Fighter, the coaches Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Claudia Gadelha would develop a very heated rivalry as they trash-talked frequently and even nearly came to blows a few times.
Each other. And that makes it so much more fun.
Make sure you're gonna be ready. Shut up. Shut up.
Awesome, you too. No, that's good. That's good. Good.
Junie Browning's Drunk Meltdown. Season 8 of The Ultimate Fighter would have the most infamous contestant of all time in Junie Browning. Browning was notorious for having violent outbursts and causing trouble throughout the show.
Hell yeah! Don't smile at me! You got big ass, baby! What's wrong with you, Junie? Junie, listen! What the f***? Chill the f***. Exactly what the UFC did. I got boring ass wrestler. Calm the f*** down, bro.
But Browning's most infamous outburst happened on a night where he and his teammate Shane Nelson got a bit too drunk and began picking fights with the other contestants. Browning ended up throwing a glass bottle at one of his teammates and proceeded to have a meltdown as his team tried to calm him down.
You're the biggest bitch of them all. Right here. You are the biggest bitch of them all. Hit me.
Hey, stop! Relax! Relax! Y'all's one way to all you all. Stop! Don't look at me like you're.
The next day, Dana White came to the house ready to kick Browning and Nelson off the show, but to their surprise, Dana decided to give them another chance and let them continue competing.
What is wrong with you?
Drinking.
I watched the tape and it's retarded.
Yeah.
What's up with you? You're a drunken retard too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody was positive that I was gonna kick you off this show today.
Yeah, I was too.
Be a man while you're in here, all right?
Rob Browning causes trouble.
Rob Browning apparently is Junie Browning's little brother. I don't think I have to explain to anybody who Junie Browning is, probably the most infamous guy in Ultimate Fighter history.
On Season 9 of The Ultimate Fighter, contestant Rob Browning would immediately cause trouble within moments of moving into the Ultimate Fighter house. And this was no surprise, as it was revealed that Rob Browning happened to be the younger brother of the most infamous Ultimate Fighter contestant of all time, Junie Browning. On only the first night of living in the Ultimate Fighter house, Rob Browning would immediately get drunk as he began throwing eggs and picking fights with the other contestants.
Hit me and see what happens. Hit me and see what happens. That's what the happens. Hit me and see what happens.
But luckily, Jason Dent would defeat Rob Browning in his first fight, eliminating him from the show.
I was happy to see him go, because I didn't want to deal with another Junie Browning.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like down below, and subscribe for more content like this.
Hey, y'all boys bad, boy.